What up, everyone? Welcome to episode 10 of the Gamerish podcast. This week, we're not live. Our live guy, Dave, is out. Don is out for the week, so we'll miss him this week. But, he's with us in spirit. He has some other shit to get done. So this week, we bring you Big E.
Yo.
And Mike.
Howdy ho.
And me, of course, your moderator, BK Brawler, 537, your gaming addict, and also your local drinker. And look out for a drink of the game. I think the resurgence of a drink of a game is coming this Friday, so tomorrow, actually. If you're a Patreon, you'll get to hear it tomorrow. If you're not, you'll have to wait till Sunday. Gamerish podcast, I guess, will still be launching since this is supposed to go live every week. You guys will still get this pod live, right away as soon as we're done with it. Of course, Patreon members get the live cut of whatever, so they don't got to worry about no edits and all that bullshit. Everybody else will get whatever we get after we're done editing, which means more than likely tomorrow morning you'll get this shit, But yes, our Patreon, I should mention while I'm talking about it. Patreon, we would love you guys' support. If you guys could donate anything, even just a $2 tier, we got much more coming. The Gamerish has some big plans in the future, merchandise, and even more videos, and even better giveaways. And the more you guys can help out, the more we can do for you, because we're a group that's here for the people. For those of you that are part of our Facebook page and Discord page, I'm pretty sure we are those admins that interact way more than any other admins in any other group you're in. So think about that,
Yep.
If you guys have anything else to add about the Patreon before we move on, that's it. All right.
Just it pays to play, guys.
Exactly. So you guys go patreon.com/gamerish. Any little helps. So we appreciate it. All right, so guys, before we get into all the game news and shit, as usual, want to get into what everyone's playing. I guess since I always go to you guys first, I'll start with myself because since I'm always the one with a whole plethora of shit I'm trying to play right now, because work has got me busy as shit nowadays that all the non-essentials are out the house and I have more fucking patients to deal with and surgeries to go through again. But at the moment, I've been a lot on my Stadia. Restarted Elder Scrolls Online. So ESO, I'm playing 3 characters right now. One with my son, another one by myself on Stadia, so I don't have to wait for my son, and then I'm continuing my other one on PS4, in which I'm finally at like that. I forgot what level 200 something finally hit that cap this week, even though I know 800 is the max you could go.
What's the highest level you've got going on ESO?
Yeah, it's the level 201 right now.
Huh.
That I'm on right now on the PS4. It's pretty good. And
No, I mean for Stadia.
Oh, for Stadia? Now, right now I'm only level 8 for my.
Yeah, it takes a minute, doesn't it?
Well, they give you a lot of extra experience scrolls, so you could get double the experience most of the time and shit. So it hasn't been taking too long. It's just that how much time I'm willing to put into it. Plus, like I said, my son has just gotten into Destiny, so I'm trying to help him with the grind because he's still only like a level 780 son. If you looked at our clan, you'll see Kakarot 537 in our clan now.
Okay.
So he's part of our clan on Destiny.
He's gonna have to grind with Uncle Mike.
Yes. You would be the perfect person for him to fucking grind with, because I hate the grind. I fucking hate the grind. But I'm doing it with him because there's still some story missions that I haven't finished in some of the DLCs, like War Mind. I still never finished War Mind, so I'm like, all right, I can play through War Mind with him and shit like that. So right now, they're not letting him play War Mind. He has to get to a certain level. Yeah. So we're trying to level him up by doing activities on IO right now and shit like that, and get him his first set of bounties done. So that's what we've been into. And Crata, a lot of people are creating a lot of good new levels on Crata.
Have you figured that out?
To create a level, no. But I've been enjoying other people's levels.
I've looked at some videos and they are lengthy.
Yeah, like it's. I definitely need. I haven't tried it with a pre-made level yet. I think that's what I have to do to get into it. I tried to be a big-headed man and be like, I could do this shit from scratch. No, if you're not a game designer or you don't know that shit, like I thought it was gonna be as easy as making levels in Far Cry 2 was, Far Cry 1 and 2, and I used to make multiplayer maps for those games, and it's not as easy as making maps on Far Cry 1 and 2. And other than that, what else have I been playing? Oh yeah, I want to announce that next week I'm gonna go hard body on Twitch. I'm gonna do a week of like movie game Mondays or some shit like that, where I play games that are decision based, like Until Dawn or Indigo Prophecy or the free PlayStation Network game Erica and shit like that. And if anybody's tuning in, I want you guys to make the decisions. If someone's tuning in, I will let you make the decision. If you don't make a decision, I will not press a button on the screen and we'll just see what happens because you didn't make any decisions. So I want to make this interactive with the crowd. So I hope people will tune in for that. I'll probably make an announcement before I do it. I think I'm going to start off with Erica because that's a game I've never played. And since it's free on PlayStation Plus this month, I know there's probably a lot of people that are still skeptical about that game and what it is. Hey, why not just watch me play it and you guys make the decisions? If people have different decisions, whoever's the first one to hit the enter button or send and give me that decision is what I will be pressing, because I don't know how much time I'll have. So that's how I'll work it. So we'll see how that works out. So Twitch next week, BK Brawler will be going hard on Twitch, and I hope you guys would tune in. Cap, what you been playing, man?
Well, first off, man, what shirt you guys got on?
Oh yeah, I didn't even go in there. I
E?
just got my
Okay, you go ahead.
gamer shirt. That's it.
Gamer.
Gamer, yeah.
You saw this.
Oh, sorry, night. It is a good one.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm wearing a third.
Oh, Mike Tyson. Okay, I was wondering. I was like, is that Tyson?
Yeah, I got a third on.
Let's see if he comes back to the ring. He's supposed to be making that resurgence. Hopefully, he doesn't get his ass whooped.
He still got it.
Fight, I know Mike is real into UFC, and I know you're excited about what's coming this weekend. So how about you tell the people?
All right, so man, what's this dude's name? He's got like the most accounting ass name ever. Something Burns. Anyways, so there was a heavyweight championship belt going on this week, and there still is. But Burns had to drop out of the fight against Usman because he tested positive for COVID-19.
Yep.
So for a few days, we were seeing all of these super matches of people that could possibly fight Usman. One was Colby Covington. They wanted a direct rematch with him, which I thought was kind of stupid because I watched that fight and Usman did everything he wanted to with Colby. And the next one was Masvidal, which I thought, well, wait a second, that one's interesting. I'd really like to see that one.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to happen. So
this is the first UFC that's going to be happening, I think, on Fighter Island, right? This is the first.
They will be on fight. So I learned some shit about that. All right. So there's still going to be fights in Las Vegas, and there's going to be fights on Fighter Island. And the whole purpose for this is because of COVID-19 and flight arrangements. People from outside of the country can't fly into the United States. And actually, that's kind of starting to happen around the world where the world doesn't want the United States flying over there to them.
Ruined my trip to Florida
because we're not great with the COVID.
And shit, because Florida is so fucked up. They actually sent an email saying that if you come to Florida, you have to stay 2 weeks before I come back to New York. So I'm like, my boss ain't ready to hear that shit.
Like, so American fighters will fight in Vegas, and international fighters will fight in
Fighter Island.
That's how it's going to work. But yes, this is on Fighter Island. And it's the first fight on Fighter Island, which is a great fight. So you've got Usman, who's the heavyweight champion, and then you've got Jorge Masvidal, who, when he was fighting Nate Diaz, got the baddest motherfucker belt. So the BMF belt. If you guys remember, the Rock is the one who handed that one out.
No, I don't remember.
Well, he presented it during the weigh-ins. He didn't hand it. I mean, Dana White handed it to him at the end. But
People's champion.
so yeah, it's a belt that means nothing, but it's just kind of fun for us fans. So definitely a great fight to tune into. Tune in for. Dre said you were telling me that there are a few belts on the line.
I think there's 3 belts they set on the line this weekend. But
Yeah, I don't know.
Their names.
Masvidal stepping in there, that makes shit real interesting to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna more than likely tune. Like I said, I was giving out invites to my friends, like whoever wants to come by and watch the damn fight. We'll see. If no one accepts, then I'll probably not watch it. I'll wait for the damn highlights. But if I got friends coming over, then definitely I'll watch it. But let's get into the gaming news because we have.
Wait a second.
Oh, go ahead.
I played this week.
Oh yes, fuck! I forgot that. I almost forgot. Yeah, go ahead, man. Look at that. Talking about
Actually, Skip, Eric, you haven't talked. Go ahead. What'd you play this week?
There's not much to talk about because I haven't played anything this week.
Well, what'd you watch?
I've been watching that Unsolved Mysteries on Netflix.
How many episodes you got in?
I just finished this morning. All episodes.
I got 3 in.
I got 2 more left, so I've watched most of them.
Okay. What's crazy about that is that it's so deceiving because I thought all of it was going to be like UFO stuff because of the damn picture.
It wasn't really back in the day either.
You know,
very little, yeah.
Yeah, so like, the UFO one was the only one that was like in 1964 or 1969.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to even watch that one. So
no, watch it.
Why?
Because aliens are fucking real. That's why.
Yeah, but UFOs aren't.
They are. UFOs are real. Aliens are real. We are not the only ones in the
I never
world.
said aliens weren't real.
All right, so have you been watching anything else?
Come here.
What else you watching, man?
What else? I don't know, which is shit. But that's really what I've been watching. I'm gearing up to play Skyrim, man. I just don't know if I'm gonna play it on Xbox 360 or a PS4.
Actually,
PS4 with mods, brother. I just downloaded it yesterday and started last night.
The problem is I've been playing Skyrim on PS4 with mods for the past few years. So it's like, do I want to start all over again? Because I'm still playing it though. You know what I mean? It's like
I've got it on Switch, and I thought about just because I'm so early in on Switch, I thought about just restarting it on Switch. I was
gonna restart my Switch file too, and just do it on Switch.
But this week they had a sale, Bethesda. You know the company.
Yes.
So they had a combo deal for Game of the Year. Whatchamacallit 4. No, Fallout 4 and Skyrim Special Edition for $31.99.
Oh, okay.
So I had to get that.
You know what I've been thinking is that replaying on PS4 without the mods. See how that goes.
Yeah.
I might do that.
To play with the mods. I never played with mods.
So I've been playing Destiny 2. I'm season rank 35 now.
Oh, I'm 30. I just hit 30 and got the sword.
Got the big boy sword. It's fun. It's good for those heavy kill counts.
Mm-hmm.
When you get those bounties.
So yeah.
Heavy multi-kills.
Destiny 2 I've been playing as well. Well, I mentioned that. Yeah, I mentioned that.
The wife and I have been playing a lot of Overcooked. The last 3 days. We're actually pretty far into it.
That I thought would be so easy, but that shit gets hard fast.
I want to Google if there's any type of information on how many couples have broken up over that game.
Yeah. I get mad
because you fight the whole time.
Yes, I get mad at my son. I'm like, oh my God, take the lettuce over there. I told you, take the lettuce to this table.
Put the plates down. Put the buns on the plate. Give me the meat. Just give me the meat.
I really feel you need 4 players for that game. That game is a straight up 4-player game.
It was meant to just cause problems. That entire game.
Playing that with anything less than 4 players is hard.
But we love it. We laugh our ass off the whole time. It's a whole lot of fun. I've also been playing the Animal Crossing.
Oh yes. Oh yeah, that's one.
Animal Crossing.
Tell us about the summer.
Overcooked.
How it's treating you.
The summer. So I didn't know at first if I was going to be able to swim because I'm in the northern hemisphere and it's winter. So there's
Awesome.
snow and there's ice. And there's all kinds of shit out there. It doesn't make sense that we'd be just polar
Summer.
bear in this shit. So I talked to our good buddy, give a shout out to Mark.
Yes.
And Mark,
whose birthday it is today?
happy birthday, Mark.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Mark.
birthday.
Oh, that's good. I got to text the wife to send him something on AC. But he sent us a couple swimsuits just in case. So
Nice.
when July 3rd came around, and it is possible for when it's snowing outside to go take a dip.
Yep.
So we've been swimming.
Polar Bear Club.
Yeah, Polar Bear Club. Been polar bearing it. So we've been swimming. You collect all kinds of shit. You collect. You remember Jackass, the cucumber that they beat off, the sea cucumber. That was like one of the first things I caught, and I was like, I wonder if I can get this off. My wife was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I was like, "Don't even worry about any of that. Forget I said it." Sea anemones, sea slugs, snails, seaweed, octopus. But the big things that you want are clams and pearls. So pearls, you collect those, and you get DIYs for mermaid shit. So right now my wife she's been playing more than me. I've really been watching her a lot.
I know, but I see her on Discord all the time.
But so she's got a mermaid clock, I think a mermaid table, and a mermaid dress. So the pearls are pretty hard to come by. We've only really seen, or she's only really seen like one of those a day. The other thing are these scallops. So you get these scallops, and this otter comes through. I forget his name. But this otter comes through every single time you get one. And he pops up. Well, no, just the first time each day that you get one, he pops up. And he's like, "Hey, let me get that scallop." But I've swam about 3 times on 3 different days.
Does he give you anything for the scallop?
Yeah, I think he gave me a pearl or DIY, I forget. But yeah, he gives you something. But you know the rules, man. First time you get anything, that shit goes to Blathers.
Yeah.
Like I felt Rascal or Pascal, that's his name. Like the dude from Mandalorian. That's really about it. Each day it seems like there's some different critters, or at least ones that I didn't catch the day before. So it's fun.
Now that you're talking about
it's a good
Switch,
reason to play again.
yeah, I gotta get on it and see what's going on. I've pretty much stopped Animal Crossing to the point where I just let my kids play the game because I don't care what happens to my town anymore. But I've been talking about Switch. I've actually been playing. I've gotten into simulation games on Switch. So I'm playing Tennis Story, Golf Story, and I downloaded the not NASCAR, but it's like Racetrack Story or some shit like that, and Game Developer Story, which I haven't started yet. Like each of these games are like $15. I'm just like, I got into this whole, oh man, I want to train people and hire people and see if I could get people to the top, being this big honcho or general manager of all these places. And these games are like, I thought they were stupid. You know, like, Golf Story wasn't stupid because it became like one of the highest rated games a few years ago. I think it's like 2 years ago when Golf Story came out, or even last year. But that game is pretty fun. One thing that I give to Golf Story is that you actually get to play the golf. And other games like the Racetrack one and Tennis and well, of course, Game Developer Story, you're not playing the games, you're just helping create. But I thought I'll get to play in the Tennis Story or the Racetrack one, but it's actually just building up a team and then hoping that you guys created a car fast enough to win all these races. But it's still fun in a way. I thought I would get bored of it, but every morning while I'm eating breakfast, I'm on my Switch and I'm like just playing these games, trying to build better cars or build more tennis fields or whatever the fuck, and just train people and seeing just how far I could go, because I feel this sense of accomplishment every time we win a tournament, and I actually get pissed off every time we lose, to the point where I want to fucking cut off the game before it saves and train these people to fucking go and win this tournament. But I don't do it because I like the realism. I don't like to cheat my way through things unless there's an easy mode, and then I'll fucking pick that easy mode. But yes, Last of Us I played on easy mode for those who don't know. But yeah.
So I've also been playing. I just started Skyrim last night, new character.
Haven't
And
started yet.
what mods are you using?
Oh fuck. Damn, I don't remember. I mean,
Because I'm only going to use
um,
2. I think I'm just going to
which
use the
ones?
ring for over encumbrance,
Yeah.
and then the little shelter that you pop up for all your materials.
Okay.
I might do unicorn. I've done that one before. And I might do that cat that just climb all the mountains and shit too. That
Oh, they
talks
got
to
a
you.
thing for that shit. All right, that's cool. I also think this might be a time for me to go and buy the VR version and fucking
Yeah.
play it in VR. Cause my fucking VR PlayStation headset just collecting dust, man. Like,
Oh, guys, by the way, the reason we're talking about Skyrim, Nick and the Hick, we do a best of years in gaming, and right now we're doing 2011, and you, the Gamerish network, have voted Skyrim for us to play.
yes, if you're not part of our Facebook group, please join. It's a public group. You could come in and join. We just approve you, and you get approved in seconds. Guarantee you, as soon as I see a notification, if one of these guys didn't hit the approval, I'll hit it unless you look like you're 10 years old. Then I don't want your ass in our group because it's an adult group where we have sensible conversations and no one asks him, can you be my friend? You know, so, okay. All right, so I guess let's get into the gaming news. We had some breaking news before we started this. Mike brought it up to me. Sony acquires minority stake in Epic for 250 million, and that's a lot of money because they couldn't even spend like 5 million to keep our Sony store open. So so for 250 million, man, this means a lot. So from what I read here, is saying that Sony and Epic go into this partnership because Sony wants to take advantage of Epic's powerful technology areas such as graphics and their forefronting of the game engine development, like the Unreal Engine. So probably they're gonna look to use this. Well, we already seen the Unreal Engine playing out in their demo that we saw last month. So maybe now they're probably trying to make this exclusive to them before they put it on an Xbox. They're probably like, hey, put this shit in our game before you fucking give this shit to Xbox or whatever game you're publishing with them. Another theory I threw out there was that this could mean exclusive content for Fortnite players on PlayStation, of course, because Fortnite is probably what gives Epic all the money that they need to give us all these games for free. And talking about free games, like right now, if you go on the Epic Game Store, you can get Escapist 2, you can get Killing Floor 2, and some wandering space game. I keep forgetting the name of it, but it's not interesting to me. That's why. Of course, I have 2 out of those 3 games already, but it's still good to have on my PC. I just like building my fucking library. But also another thing they said, oh, excuse me. Oh, God, where is it at? Oh, no, well, that's about it. Yeah, Sony, yeah. That was it. They want to invest and make sure that they could use the Unreal Engine in opportune times. Uh, they just want to use their technology is what it's looking like. But I'm pretty sure there's going to be some type of exclusive deals going on. Like maybe you guys might start seeing Sony games on the Epic Game Store before you see it on Steam, which will make a lot of Steam people pissed off because we know how you Steam people are. You all just go on Steam and pretend like it doesn't take 5 seconds to go on Epic Store and just download the fucking app to put on your damn computer. Like Steam is the only thing you could use and your computer could only download off of fucking Steam. God, you people irritate the shit out of me, you fucking PC master race people, for no fucking reason. But Mike, what do you think about this deal?
It's great for Sony. It's great for Epic. I would like to believe that this is not like it's not that much money. It's 250 million. So I want to believe that it does have to do something with Xbox talking about Warner Brothers so much. But that deal's like 4 billion.
Yeah.
But I know it's probably has nothing to do with that whatsoever. I just like to believe that there's this war going on, and I think when these two are absolutely competing with each other, we just get better shit. altogether.
But it's crazy that Microsoft keeps saying that they're at war with only cloud gaming right now.
Yeah,
Like
I don't believe it.
they don't care about what PlayStation's doing, but PlayStation keeps showing that they care what Microsoft's doing. But at the same time, they're trying to be subtle because every time Microsoft drops a bomb, someone in the PlayStation world comes out on Twitter like, "Oh, congrats to Microsoft for doing this and that." You know, I was like, and then they're like, "Okay, what are we gonna do to combat that?" You know, that's what it seems like they're doing. Like, you're that one friend that's like, "Oh yeah, man, I'm so great you became a doctor," and then you go back to your other friends like, "You see this motherfucker, man? Fuck that man, man. You think he better than us?" You know.
Every time that they're really at each other's throats, I'm telling you, the gamers are the ones that win.
Yeah, we win, and fanboys become even worse. You know, when they don't have nothing else to fight with, then they just go to their regular exclusive argument. But E, what do you think about the whole deal that went down, man?
Sounds interesting. I don't think I could really add anything else to this conversation that you guys haven't already said.
That we just started right before this pod.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We just decided to add this in because a lot of news came out.
It is breaking news.
Yeah, it's breaking news. Along with Nintendo, they announced that Treehouse for tomorrow.
That's right.
I believe 10 a.m. Pacific time, which means if you're in the East Coast, that's gonna be 1 p.m. Which means while I'm fucking at work and I'll have to fucking dish this news out on Facebook without even watching it myself. I'm gonna have to take a lunch break at this time. I'm thinking when this thing happens. But yeah, so Nintendo Treehouse, which will be featuring Paper Mario. What was it? What's the thing? Is Paper Mario what?
Origami, or the Origami King.
Is that it? No, is that the last one?
No.
Not Origami King. God, I fucking had that shit there, and then I fucking lost it in my head. I had it.
Well, is it Origami King?
I'm trying to look it up literally right now. Try to see. Here we go. I found it. Paper Mario. Yeah, the Origami King. You was right. You know, I don't know why I was thinking that it wasn't Origami King. That was in my head. I felt like that name was used before, but I guess we're so used to seeing King in names all the time that
hey, even if it was used before, Nintendo can use it again, and we will buy it. I will buy it.
Yeah, they also said that they're gonna be showing off. The company revealed at least one new title from the developer Way Forward, the studio behind the Shantae series and other beloved 2D adventure games, which means I'm not interested. You know.
So that's going to be Nintendo exclusive? That's crazy. Nintendo doesn't use other developers really for their exclusives.
Well, they in the time now where they need to start getting exclusive games because with next gen coming, you need more than your Donkey, especially if you're not going to give us Zelda this year. There's no guarantee we're getting a new Donkey Kong this year. There's no word on that Star Fox Racer game that was rumored to be coming out. Like, there's not, like, unless they're going to throw Zelda at us this year, like they promised at the beginning of this year, but thank God for COVID-19 because now Nintendo could use COVID-19 as their excuse to why Zelda is Breath of the Wild 2 isn't coming this year. When we all knew that you guys weren't fucking ready to give us Breath of the Wild this year, but they're gonna use COVID anyway. But I'm just looking at it for the Paper Mario game. I just want to see what they're gonna throw at us because it comes out this month. I think we got like 2 weeks before Paper Mario comes out. Because next week is
comes out with Ghost next week, same day.
Same day. Oh man, they are stupid. Well, you know what? They're not stupid because
no, they're not. It's Mario, Nintendo and it's Mario. It's going to sell.
It's gonna sell because Mario is in the name. It's gonna fucking sell. I'll buy both.
They can release that any
day.
It
doesn't matter. I'll buy it both same day. So it doesn't even matter to me. But I know for other people, they'll have to make a choice. And if you have a Switch or you have a PS4, I think most people are going for a Game of the Year contender, which is Ghost of Tsushima.
I'm going to get both.
I'm getting both, I know. If I had to see what E was getting, E would probably go for Mario before he goes for Ghost, I would think.
I don't know. I don't think so.
You would go for Ghost before Mario? I would think you would go for Mario before
I think E's about ready for an open world RPG.
Yeah.
After playing all these
I've never played Paper Mario.
All these first
You never played
persons
Paper
and
Mario? I thought
No.
we had a conversation
this
about
isn't like the
that.
other Paper
Some other
Mario's
tall
though.
white guy.
Even when you play this one, you still haven't really played a Paper Mario.
All right.
I don't think this one's gonna be like turn-based.
All right. So we also got news that Sony is going to reveal more first-party games in August in another state of play. So this should be good because we know when it comes to first-party and Sony, yeah, we're probably going to get something nice. If we're lucky, hey, we'll get some Last of Us 2 DLC that you guys.
There's no Last of Us 2 DLC.
I'm hoping and wishing. I'm just.
Been telling you, bro.
High hopes, man. That's what I'm hoping for. If you have to choose something that they could show off here, that
Sony?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea. I'm not good with that stuff. You guys, you ask me comic book stuff, I got it, but I have no idea.
Uncharted Forward with his daughter.
PlayStation gave us so many games at their last event. All I care about PlayStation right now is how much.
Yep, that's what
this
we
shit
want.
Cost.
That's why I think they're putting this out there to keep us
to go right after Microsoft because I know Microsoft's going to go first.
If Microsoft gives their price in 2 weeks, we will get the price of the PS5. And if they do drop it lower than whatever Microsoft makes there, because right now it's rumored to be $300 and $400, $400 and $500 for the discless system, and then $500 for the one with the disc.
PlayStation.
Yeah, well, yeah, for PlayStation, but Microsoft probably be around the same lines. I don't see nothing going to $600. If it does go to $600, then it's not a surprise to me, but I don't see it going to $600 because of the backlash of a lot of people who rather spend $1,500 on their cell phones and then complain for a $600 system. But who am I? It's no. Remember though, Microsoft has payment plans for people who want to get next gen, which PlayStation doesn't have. Microsoft does have payment plans for those of you who are PlayStation enthusiasts, where most of you will not admit to it, but a lot of you bought PS4s over Xbox One X because PS4 was cheaper. So what are you going to do now if Microsoft has a cheaper option for you?
They're going to have a cheaper option.
Sure. It is a cheaper option. It's definitely going to be a cheaper option. And it's the more powerful console, as much as you don't want to admit it. It is the more powerful console. So, yeah, we'll see what happens, though. We can only hope for the best. I'm not whatever happens. To me, whatever comes out from either system is fine with me. Like I said, I am going into debt when these things come out. I don't care. If they come out on the same fucking day, I will throw my Amex there and I will recur interest for the next few months as I can't pay my bill. Okay, because I am going to have these things because this is my addiction. All right, but let's move on. Oh, yeah, for those of us who played Amazon's Crucible, that shitty piece of shit game.
Going back to the designing board.
Yes, it got pulled back and going back into closed alpha. I remember coming on a pod, I think it's probably like 4 pods ago, and complaining about how shitty this game was.
They charged for it, didn't they?
No, it's free. It was free.
It never got out of beta?
No, it was out of beta, but it was free.
Oh, but they could pay for loot boxes and DLCs and skins and shit like that, though, didn't they? They did charge people for that.
Yeah, you could buy that shit, like cosmetics and shit, I believe. But when I played it, it was so shitty. After I was done the tutorial, I didn't want to play it because I'm like, if this is how shitty you are in the tutorial, I can imagine how shitty the real game is. So they're going into closed alpha. Amazon needs to do this because, hey, you guys are trying to go forward with some bold shit in the future. Just don't fuck up Lord of the Rings TV show. That's all I ask. Don't fuck up Lord of the Rings. But yeah, let's move on from that. We were talking about Microsoft. Let's get back to that real quick. They're with their little summer game fest. They're gonna come out with dozens of demos. They said we will at least get 60 demos guaranteed between the days of July 21st to the 27th. They all will be timed, so after a while they will move from the Xbox store And I'm pretty sure that's going to be to make space for other games to come in. I'm pretty sure they're not going to have all those demos all at one time. I am going to try and make it a point to download as many interesting ones as possible and stream them if I can. And I'll tell you guys now, if I'm streaming anything that's whack to me within the first 5 minutes, I'm going to turn off. I'll let you guys know. I'm not going to play past 5 minutes of the game. I'll go straight to the next game. I will not waste my time because you guys will just see me falling asleep because I will have a drink in my hand. And you could consider it just another episode of a drink in a game and Dre falling asleep to this boring ass game.
Dre, do you remember one of the first pods you and I had? It was about the E3 cancellation.
Oh, yes, yes.
And E, did you ever listen to that one?
I think so.
So we were talking about what can they do to fill that void. And the thing is, what we're doing.
Bring up the demos on the con. I think you did bring that up.
I told you. I said, well, what they're going to do is that they're going. You were like, no, because you brought up a point. You said the cool thing about E3 is that we get to go there and we get to put our hands on it. We get to play the games. Mm-hmm. I said, yeah, but they can do that with streaming now. You know what I mean? We have the technology.
Yeah.
So here we are. One company's doing it, not as many as I thought, and not as cool as I thought. I thought maybe we'd play with some devs or something like that. Not as cool as I thought, but still, that is the future. We are still doing E3.
Yeah, and the reason this gives Microsoft an edge, but Microsoft gets this edge, and I guarantee most of these games will be indie games. I'm pretty sure 80% of them will be indie games. Halo has been announced, but will we get a Halo demo is to be seen. You know, I would hope we could at least get a multiplayer demo because I would love to see what it's like.
I think it is. I think they did announce that it is just going to be multiplayer.
You know, yeah, I don't mind seeing that. If we get a demo of that, that will be Microsoft 2% exclusive games that they give us, and everything else will probably be third party or indie. That's good. For them to have that many games, we all know Microsoft doesn't even have more than like double-digit exclusive games for their consoles right now. So most of those definitely have to be indie. But I'm still excited. I'm going to play as many of them as I can, or at least as many that look interesting. But staying on the topic of Xbox, we did mention this earlier. Xbox reportedly interested in acquiring WB Interactive. This is not guaranteed. There's other people in the run. Activision, EA, and Take-Two are all in this. You know, yeah. So Batman and Harry Potter licenses aren't part of this sale. I should let people know.
Lord of the Rings.
You know, no, it's not part of the sale. Like if they acquire it, they aren't part of the sale. If they acquire it, though, what they laid out was that potential buyers will have to negotiate licensing deals so studios like Rocksteady can still create games based on DC Comics or any other Warner Brothers characters, including Harry Potter.
So I've read a little bit into that, and a lot of people don't want the Harry Potter action right now.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, yeah.
I saw that.
I wonder why.
Yeah, everybody doesn't really care for Harry Potter, even though it's been announced for that open world game or RPG, whatever's coming.
Yeah, she has nothing to do with it. Bullshit. She's gonna get some money.
Yeah,
that's her IP.
What happens with that? But if you guys had to choose between Microsoft, Activision, EA, or Take-Two, who would you choose to have these licenses? Who to have the WB license?
All right, so Take-Two has Grand Theft Auto. I think they have all the Lego games, right?
Yeah.
What else? Take-Two's like the NBA, like the Spurs of the NBA. Like you don't really hear about them, but they are huge.
Yep.
I gotta look in to see who else is in Take-Two. It's huge. Their games are monstrous.
Yeah.
But
EA, I would say Take-Two. My first initial thought was Take-Two. I like to see them take it over. I feel like they could do it a lot, and they have the money to do a lot. So does EA, but EA will also be looking to make money off of us.
Yeah, they'll just drown it.
Yeah, and Activision, they don't have a good track record right now other than Call of Duty, you know. And so I'm not looking for Batman to become a battle royale game or something, you know. So E, what about you, man? I say take
Hey,
two.
question. So, I cut out while you guys were talking, but Michael mentioned Lord of the Rings. I don't know if that was answered. Was that answered?
Yeah, is Lord of
Oh,
the Rings still in the WB deal?
I haven't checked that out.
Like the
I should,
Shadow and just I think just
yeah, I should check that out.
the
Well, that's
licensing rights altogether.
that's still licensing rights, yeah. So they probably would still have to fight for that. So it's probably still on the WB, and as usual, probably someone will have to fight for that. If I had to give Lord of the Rings to somebody, it's gonna be EA because I would love for them to remaster the Lord of the Rings games that we had on
And make a
Xbox.
proper fellowship
Yes, a proper Fellowship of the Ring game. I
to
remember when
go
I
with
bought
the Two
that game.
Towers and that. Hey,
Oh my
that Two Towers and Return of the King is the shit. They
yes,
were the shit.
exactly. That Fellowship of the Ring game,
Was
though, like I
horrible.
remember buying that was one of the shittiest
I played it all the way through, but it was a horrible
ever
game.
played in my life. I couldn't even talk to my friends about it because I didn't want to say anything bad about a Lord of the Rings game. And so I never brought that game up in school. When my friends were like, "How's Lord of the Rings game?" I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And they're like,
Hey, you said Batman, but you said other WB. What about Superman though?
Yeah, same.
"Oh
If
yeah,
there's
it'll
a
be the
Superman
same
game, it'll
thing.
be
It'll be the same thing." But Superman, no one could take over the Superman license and give us a good game if it's not Rocksteady. Rocksteady is the only people that
which
will
is
ever
WB.
a good Superman game, I believe. If it's not them, no one else is gonna do it. Before we get some more N64 flying through rings to get to fucking places. What are we moving on?
So
Yeah,
Take Two has I don't know if you heard me, but they basically have Rockstar games and like
yeah,
Lego games.
yeah. I was just looking it up, so yeah.
I'd like to see it go with Xbox. Give
Microsoft.
Xbox the interesting exclusives to make
That
this
would be
war
interesting.
interesting.
Yeah, I would love to see Batman versus Spider-Man, but it's only if they go for that Batman
And
license
that's
as
and that's
well.
really why I want to see it. I want to see the DC versus Marvel, Xbox versus PS4, like actually just go at it.
That would be great. But then a lot of PC people are gonna be like, "Oh, it's a fucking Xbox game, so it's gonna end up on PC anyway." You know, so whatever. That's still not PlayStation, guys. Even if it does end up on PC. That's all the gaming news we had for today. Unless anybody wanted to add anything in,
I've got a deal about Ubisoft. If
go ahead, man. Go ahead.
well, this one might take a little bit of time. I have a questionnaire for the both of you.
Oh, okay.
So Ubisoft Forward's coming up, right? Sunday. It's their big event to where we're gonna hopefully see some badass games, see if maybe they link up with other companies, and just kind of have a look to what's going on with their business. So basically, I just have some questions to ask you guys. You guys answer yes or no, and these will be our predictions for our show Sunday. Okay, sound good?
Yep.
Eric?
Oh, did we lose E?
I lost you for a minute.
Oh no, no, my picture was gone, but I was still there. I still heard everything.
Eric, you there?
Did we lose E? That's weird. Well, I could only hope maybe he's just frozen in place. Sorry guys, right now, but it looks like we lost Big E for a second.
Just timestamp it. We can cut it out. And now it's just me.
I see the both of us left. Yeah, but what was your question? We could still go on until E comes back.
Like I said, so Ubisoft Forward's coming out. So I've got a list of games that possibly we can see, maybe some hookups that we can see moving on. So right off the bat, do you think that we'll see a message about COVID?
Probably to explain. I want to say no, but at the same time, I think they might bring out a message to say, "Hey, this is why we're delaying Watch Dogs 3 again." You know, like.
All right, so you're saying yes, I'm saying yes,
Let's say
because we've seen it on every single one of them. All right, now, we had a lot of allegations coming up a couple weeks ago, and Ubisoft was a great big heap of that. sexual allegations and just all kinds of misconduct. Do you think they're going to bring any of that up?
Nah, they're not gonna bring that up at all. They're gonna try and hide that shit. All
All
right,
right.
we got feedback, so we're
All
gonna
right.
ask
What I
you
missed?
real quick.
So first question, do you think they're going to start the show off with some deal about COVID?
Yeah,
Okay, so that's all of us.
definitely.
So last week, or the last couple weeks, all the sexual allegations in the gaming world and all the misconduct in the gaming world made really big news, and Ubisoft had a huge portion in that. Like most of their execs, it seemed like, had some bad dealings going on. Do you think they will bring any of that up?
No.
All right, all three of us say no. All right, Far Cry. Are we going to hear anything about Far Cry? A new
Yes.
Far Cry? Yes?
Yep.
E?
Yeah, it's
Dre?
pretty much, guaranteed to hear
Guaranteed?
something about Far Time. Yeah, Far Cry. Yeah, we got
All right,
it.
I'm going to go with yes. Dre, this one was mainly aimed at you. Splinter Cell. We're going to hear about it?
No, we won't. We won't. That's a dream. We're not gonna hear nothing about Splinter Cell.
It's been a while, and a lot of people are asking for
I
it.
know, man. Like, God, I think they'll wait till next gen is released before they talk about Splinter Cell. I don't think they're gonna talk about it now because we'll want it as a launch game, which they won't give it to us as a launch game. So I don't think we'll hear anything about Splinter Cell.
E, we hearing anything about Splinter Cell?
I don't know. That's up in the air. Yeah, I'll go against Dre. Yeah.
Okay,
We'll
he
hear
says
about,
yes. All right. So basically, my system right now is I'm just putting your guys' initial down, and then I'm putting your initial down and circling it if you said yes. I am going with I'm going with no.
All right.
All right. So next, and this was interesting that you brought up the Nintendo deal because I was like, I've got questions about that. So, do you think that during this Ubisoft forward, we'll hear about another Mario Rabbids game?
Nah.
Do you think we'll hear about a Starlink or? Okay, I'm sorry. Hold on. That says a no from Andre.
No.
No from you. What about Starlink and Star Fox? A combo. Another
No.
crossover.
Nope.
No?
Definitely not. I think that cost them so much money to get that one game out. Like, they have to wait a few years more before they were willing to spend that money again, unless Nintendo approaches them.
All right. So staying on Switch though, do you think that we will see a Ubisoft port of any kind to Switch during this event?
Ghost Recon's too big. Splinter Cell looks too good.
What about like AC Origins or something like that? What about Far Cry? Or not
That-
Far Cry, but or any Far Cry.
Well, Far Cry is more likely. Far Cry is and Assassin's Creed is more, but I still, if I'm gonna say Ghost Recon's not going there because it's too big, then Assassin's Creed is way bigger. So I can't say Assassin's Creed will make it onto the console, but it has been on there. So
Witcher
I
3's on there, bro.
Yeah. So I don't think it's gonna be announced. It's
No
possible,
ports.
sure, but I don't think any ports.
Remember, they got a Battle Royale game coming out too. That's not going to go over?
Nah. Nope.
Nothing from Ubisoft's going to Nintendo. That's what Andre's saying.
Well, maybe one. I just can't. Oh God. Something has to go to Nintendo, but I don't say no port. It has to be a new game. It has to be a new game.
Okay, I don't know how to mark that. I'm going to put you down as no. E?
No, I'm good. No. I'll say no.
All right, I'm saying yes because they've done it for every single other event that we've watched. They have made a port for Switch.
I say if there's something coming to Switch, it's going to be a new game. It can't be a new IP. It can't be something.
I'm saying
else.
old game.
All right.
13, the game 13. Are we going to see something?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wasn't there an article about that, or?
Yeah, there's been tons of articles, but we've seen nothing
So-
for years.
I'll say yes too.
Jeez, I'm going no.
You love that game.
I love that game. Okay, Gods and Monsters. Stadia accidentally showed about 30 minutes, or accidentally streamed it for 30 minutes so everybody could play it. So the game's definitely in development. The game's definitely probably close to playable. Are we going to see gameplay for this game?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll say yeah.
All right, all three of us are going to go yeah. All right. Watch Dogs Legion. We getting gameplay?
Yes.
We have to. We have to.
Okay, all three of us are saying yes. All right. Beyond Good and Evil 2. This game's been talked about for a long time, but we've seen nothing. But they still talk about making that shit. Are we going to see anything this event? Not even gameplay, just anything.
Yes.
Okay, if we're going to
Are they going to bring it up?
Then yeah, we'll see it in a sizzle video.
Okay, you two are saying yes. I'm going with a no.
You saying no?
I'm saying
they
no.
Mentioned it. Didn't they mention it in the past like 2 E3s?
They mention it all the time.
Yeah, so I think it's coming up.
All right, earlier we said no to Rayman or Rabbids and Mario, but are they going to do... Actually, I'm going to skip this one and I'm going to combine it with the next question. UbiArt. Are we going to see UbiArt come back?
What was that again? Remind me.
UbiArt. So this was like their 2D artsy game. So that was Child of Light, Valiant Hearts, and Rayman.
Oh God. Well, people love Child of Light, but no. I'm gonna say no.
No return of UbiArt. Yeah. Not even just Rayman or Rayman.
I don't. Rayman. Yeah, Rayman is not. It's not time. I don't feel like it's time for him again.
All right, we're all going no on that. All right, now, Dre, one of the first pods I listened to of you on Gamerish, we're talking about this game. This game was supposed okay, so if this game would have came out, it would have been a great time because Sea of Thieves was doing horrible at the time. Mm-hmm. And Ubisoft was talking about another pirate game to come out.
Oh, the boat one.
The Skull and Bones.
Skull and Bones. We need an update. Yes, it's coming.
Are we going to see it this time?
I want that game so
I know you want it, but are we going to see it during this event?
We're going to see it.
All right, Dre says yes.
Man, Skull and Bones, man.
I'll go with no.
Okay. No. I'm going to go yes.
Right now, I'm dreaming right now. I need that fucking game released, man.
Okay. A new Rainbow Six. Now, the name for it right now is a horrible name for the times. It's called Quarantine. So obviously they got to change the shit out of that. But
isn't that the zombie one? The zombie version of the game?
It's just not a good name.
I think it's gonna stay.
It doesn't matter.
Man. I think that's coming out this year. So I think we're gonna see something.
Rainbow Six is doing good right now. Already.
We'll see something about it. If the question is that we're gonna see something about it, we're gonna see something about it.
Okay. Eric?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think they will.
Okay, I'm going to say yes, too. Go with the flow. Prince of Persia. Are we going to get anything?
Nope.
No? Eric?
No.
Not even a remaster.
It's probably what I want more than anything else, and I agree with you guys.
Not with Assassin's Creed still on the horizon. They're not going to drop Prince of Persia.
Are we getting another For Honor?
Nope.
No.
They just announced the character coming into that fighting game, so
yeah, the Showdown, Samurai Showdown.
Yeah, so I don't think they're gonna fucking announce another one.
All right, we're all going no. A new Just Dance.
Oh, this is gonna be a Just Dance 2021. Please announce it for my kids' sake, because they want that shit so bad.
I say yes.
All right, Dre.
Yeah.
All right, we're going yeah, all of us. Okay, I'm about done, guys. 2 more questions. Mobile games. Are they going to talk about any mobile games?
Nope. They learned from that Diablo flop that never talking mobile games during a big press conference. Never.
What the hell happened to that? I forgot about that.
Remember, they were making a new Diablo game just for mobile, and
people were pissed.
Get out of that.
Yeah, they were pissed.
Yeah, they went in on the internet and
because they're like new Diablo for your phone, and people were like, no.
Yeah, after just going over like a huge ass presentation of the Diablo board game or card game, I believe it was, or Borderlands. I think it was a Borderlands board game. One of the two, because I got to buy it. I said I was going to buy that board game when it came out, and I never did.
All right, so Dre's saying they're not going to do a
No,
damn thing with mobile
I'll go with
games.
that. No,
That's a
no.
death sentence.
I'm going no with
Yeah.
that too. All right, this
No.
is the last question. This one's kind of aimed at Dre too, but Eric, you can have obviously, you get a bid in this. Stadia.
Uplay.
Is Uplay going to happen? Is Uplay going to be a service that Stadia will provide now, right after this event, or coming up soon? Stadia needs it. It needs it to survive. Is it going to happen? Or will we see something
But
about
also,
them linking up with Stadia and giving a service to Stadia?
shit, did I freeze on you guys' screen? Did you guys hear what I just said?
No.
I didn't hear you.
All right, so I was saying, I definitely say yes. I want to say that Uplay is coming to Stadia. My only issue now is whether they would let Stadia announce it during their stream, or if they want to announce it themselves. That's
Okay.
the whole thing.
This is strictly predictions for the Ubisoft event. Will Ubisoft talk about?
I think Google would pay them to let them announce it rather than Ubisoft announce it, man. So
So you're
I'm
saying
gonna say
no, not this time around.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right,
saying no.
Eric.
No. I said
Okay, I'm going yes. All right, and that concludes it. That gives us some predictions that we have written down on paper, and we can look at that on Sunday.
Right. Got it locked in. I guess we'll have to ask D the questions in the pre-show so he can make his predictions too.
All right, thanks for playing, guys.
Yes, no problem. Before we go into TV and movie shit, let's go into movie. I know you guys probably talked about this on Nick and the Hick, our tournament going on Facebook. I didn't listen to you guys' episode yet intentionally. So I know I wanted to just go through the brackets and see what made it through the greatest movies of the 80s, what you guys thought should have won for each
Exactly
one.
what we said would make it. Made it.
All right.
I think pretty much, yeah.
So, hey, and then we're going to just go to who we think the winner is going to be too. So let's just say with the first round, we had Ferris Bueller's Day Off versus Spaceballs. And Ferris Bueller won. Were you guys surprised at that, or do you feel like
I was
Spaceballs?
pissed.
We were not. We weren't happy about it, but we were not
Pissed.
You was pissed? I've never watched Spaceballs, so I
It's
couldn't.
amazing.
Move on.
Next
Move
question.
on, motherfucker, move on.
I agree.
All right. Then we had Indiana Jones, The Last Crusade versus Terminator. Terminator won.
I was surprised that Last Crusade actually got on there because I thought that the what's it called, the first movie and even the second movie are
Temple of
probably
Doom's a little bit better. In my
yeah,
opinion.
but we've talked about this before. Temple of Doom is a really dark movie, so
It's super cheesy too.
it's so dark, man.
Yeah.
It's such
Do you
a
guys
dark
think
movie.
Terminator winning that one was the right call?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Dre, let me ask you a
Oh,
question.
yeah.
Let me ask you a question, Dre.
Here we go.
Do you-
Here we go.
Do you
Definitely.
actually like the first
Definitely.
Terminator movie?
I'm not going to
does
say
this
that I
all the
liked the
time.
first. I'll tell you this, but I've only watched the first Terminator movie 2 times in my life
Hey,
compared to
hold
30 in part 2.
Hold on, Michael. You're asking this question to a man who has never seen Spaceballs.
Right.
Right.
Which kind of, in our group, this kind of solidates my point that Terminator as a name is going to win.
It's
Right?
a decent movie. Why
It's
is it?
not that
Yes, it
good.
is.
It's
This is
so
like
80s.
the third or fourth time he's brought this up.
Michael Baine's pretty good. Okay, the whole part with him and the punks and the dude that has a scarred up face, that's like his
Oh.
workout buddy. Cheesy. And it just gets that 80s cheese. This is Arnold before he knew a lick of English. This was like
Yeah,
coming
that's
right
good
after.
though.
Bring that
The
up.
less he
Always
speaks,
bring
the
that
better. The less he speaks is better.
This is like 20 years before the Governator.
He's scary. He's scary in
All
that
right,
movie.
Terminator 2 is an excellent movie.
Yeah,
Terminator 1,
but I'm not disagreeing
Not
with
that
you.
great.
Terminator 2 is definitely better than Terminator 1, but when it came to this choice, I chose Terminator just because it's the only
because it's
one
Terminator. That's
I watched
why.
It's a
more
better-
than
it's a good
once
movie.
compared to Indiana Jones never caught on to me.
The,
You know,
the
like
Last
Move
Crusade was a
on.
good movie. Sean
Move
Connery is a
on.
great movie.
Move on. Move
you know, I
on.
never caught on. So next one was Raiders of the Lost. No. It was Raiders of the Lost Ark versus Tron, in which Raiders of the Lost Ark actually beat out Tron. I was surprised.
Yeah.
I
No,
was
that's
actually
fine.
surprised. You know, then after that we
You're
had Bloodshot
surprised.
versus.
Yeah.
the
Why are you
Breakfast Club.
surprised?
I was surprised. I thought more people would be into Tron than they were into Raiders of the Lost Ark. You know, especially being in a gamerish group. I thought like Tron.
Just Raiders has a bigger fan base, even with gamers, I guess.
Dude, it's him running away from that ball. You know what I mean? Swapping out the statue for
That's
a
what we
fucking
all
sack
know.
of sand. It's iconic.
Then we have Bloodsport versus Breakfast Club. Bloodsport was
Move
Mike,
on.
you know, Bloodsport beat
But it won! It won by
it beat
one!
Breakfast Club.
No, I was
We didn't
so
even know it
pissed.
won. We didn't even know it won.
It did win. It did.
I know, but I
I
slept.
was so pissed, man, because it won by 1 point.
One
I
vote.
thought it.
Yep, one vote. One fucking vote it won by.
Kumite. Kumite.
Then we
How'd it
had
do in the second round, though?
Beetlejuice.
Because
versus
Raiders of the Lost Ark
Scarface.
did.
I think Scarface was most definitely going to beat Beetlejuice. There's a lot of people that's into Scarface, so I can't even go into detail with that. Then we had Aliens versus the Goonies, where the Goonies beat out Aliens. You guys have any objection with that?
That was
Yeah.
deserving. No, I didn't have one.
All right.
What?
I have no
Aliens
objections.
Aliens isn't better than
Not
than
Alien.
Goonies.
Was it Aliens
It
or
was better than
Alien?
the Goonies,
Was
but
it Alien or Aliens?
Alien is the part 2, so Aliens, right?
All right, that one's pretty.
Yeah. No, Goonies won.
Yeah,
Goonies
won.
won.
They shouldn't have. They shouldn't have won.
Goonies is going deep.
I think a lot of people probably thought it was Alien. You know, a lot of people probably didn't know
Yeah,
that.
because the
part
first
2
one's
was
like
called
the
Alien.
Here we go.
trailer park guys versus the
Here we go.
Xenomorphs. It's not
Here
that
we
good.
go. He's doing it again. He's going at it again.
Oh man, then we had Akira versus E.T., which of course back in the day a lot of people didn't know about animation movies like that. So I expected E.T. to beat out Akira because I didn't think a lot of people watched Akira.
You mean Japanese animation?
Or Japanese animation. Not like it is in today's world. If I was to put the Dragon Ball Z Super in this tournament, it would probably beat out a lot of fucking movies.
I don't know what that means, but so I'll give you a spoiler alert. I didn't vote on this one because I don't give a shit about either one of them. So
yeah, there's a few I didn't vote on because I didn't watch any of the fucking movies. So I'll let you know that.
Spaceballs, apparently.
Yeah, Conan the Barbarian versus Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters came out.
That was, that was dead in the water.
Yeah, that was a slaughter.
Sorry, Nate,
right
but
there.
that was dead in the water.
Coming to America versus Princess Bride. I was surprised it was so close. Coming to America won. You know,
Princess Bride's pretty fucking good though.
Yeah, a lot of people love that.
Yeah.
So that's another tournament, another group that I'm in. Die Hard versus Rocky 4. Die Hard won out.
Of course.
4, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we had The Shining versus Full Metal Jacket.
Yo, I was so pissed at that, man.
And then Full Metal Jacket beat out The Shining. I thought The Shining was gonna win that one too.
By one vote again.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, The Shining was a better movie.
It is a better movie.
Yeah.
Full Metal Jacket's funny though.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great movie.
It's popular because of the beginning of the movie. The rest of the movie is forgettable.
I will unscrew your head and shit down your neck.
I wouldn't say it's forgettable because I'm not going to spoil it because we talk about it in the Nick and the Hate, but Michael comes up with a part of the movie after that is pretty memorable.
Well, I'm probably not thinking of it right now, but all I remember is just the fucking sergeant being a big asshole, and that's my favorite part of the movie because I love
It's a great
seeing
part.
them be assholes to people.
It is a great part.
It's funny, especially when it's funny.
And give it up to Vincent D'Onofrio. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That guy's
Kingpin, acting the fuck out of that.
Why the fuck am I getting work text messages at fucking, what time is it? 9:55 in the morning. Patients are texting my phone. But anyway, The Never Ending Story versus Friday the 13th.
I was surprised by this. How many people voted for Never Ending Story?
Exactly. I thought Friday the 13th would have won that shit.
You guys want me to tell you why?
Why?
Because the first
Because of
two,
artifacts?
well, the first Friday the 13th isn't that good.
Yes, it is.
No,
Yes,
they're
it
good.
is.
They're good at about 3. 3's really good when he gets the hockey mask. 3's good.
But the first one is a twist. The first
It's
one
his
is
mom.
different.
It's not. It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, but nobody knew that then. People still don't know that. People still don't know that.
Jason's not really good until it's Jason.
It's crazy. Yeah, part 1, like a lot of people, I could name at least a dozen friends who know everything about Friday the 13th, but never watched part 1 and don't know like about his mother and stuff. Like you could bring his mother up, and a lot of people have no clue about what the fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a twist.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of movie.
Hey, they kept that chick around for a long time in those movies too.
And then, so that was
His
the end
mom,
of round
at
1.
least her image.
For real, yeah, you're right.
It came up.
Round 2, we have Back to the Future because I got a first round bye. I'll let you guys know if you're first and second to comment your movies or whatever the tournament is in the Facebook Gamerish group, you get first round buys by me. So the first round bye went to Back to the Future. So Back to the Future went up against Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and of course Back to the Future won. Because
No surprise.
No
No surprise there.
The next one though. What's the next one, Andre?
Top Gun versus Terminator, and Terminator beat out Top Gun, which
it's bullshit.
I don't even know. I didn't even vote on that one because I wasn't even sure. I didn't vote on that one.
Top Gun's
terrible.
Gun.
James Cameron. James Cameron.
Yeah.
It's called the volleyball scene.
That's that South Park episode, right? That's fucking South Park. Oh man, and we have Raiders of the Lost Ark versus Predator, and Predator, of course, beat out Raiders of the Lost.
That
Ark.
was my pick.
What happened, Eric?
Mine's done. I don't know why.
Yeah. Because
it got
the last
killed.
Crusade. I think she picked the last Crusade. Then we have Bloodsport versus the Goonies, and Mike eliminated by the Goonies. And then, how do you feel about that, Mike, when you got eliminated?
I wasn't too pleased about it at all. I mean, probably about as happy as Eric was with
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. It looks like the old guard has went down. We fell.
Pretty much.
We had Scarface versus E.T. I expected Scarface to win that one easily.
That's.
Yep. Even though E.T. has a lot of what. Like a lot of people say, E.T. sent the NES to its grave,
Atari.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, Atari. My bad, Atari. Yeah, fuck.
You know what? E.T. is only not so great nowadays because Steven Spielberg just keeps raping it.
Hey, at least we haven't gotten a remake yet. We haven't gotten a remake.
We've gotten 18 remakes.
There's like 3 South Park references you've done already.
Oh yeah.
Well, but they speak the truth.
Oh, man.
With
South
that,
Park
yeah.
The truth, man. South Park is one of my favorite shows of all time, right after the Boondocks. But then we had Ghostbusters versus Empire Strikes Back, and Ghostbusters.
That was a tough one, man. That was a tough one.
Yeah,
that one hurt a little bit.
Tight race. That definitely was a tight race on there. Then we had Coming to America versus Full Metal Jacket. I thought Full Metal Jacket would have won this one.
No. Coming to America is beloved.
Yeah,
Coming to America is like.
I know how beloved Coming to America was.
Yeah. Oh my
Let
God.
your soul glow.
And then last we had Die Hard versus the Never Ending Story. What were you gonna say?
Wait. No. I was gonna say something about Coming to America, but because they filmed that movie not too far from where I grew up. And so my father had seen them with the McDowells. And he was like, he couldn't understand how McDonald's let them get away with that.
That was real?
Well, they really built it on Queens Boulevard, yeah.
Oh, just for the movie?
And so, just for the movie, but he didn't know that. He thought it was a real fast food restaurant.
Well, it was advertisement for them, for one,
But he was like, yo, I can't believe that the McDonald's at another restaurant rip them off so much, and then they realized it was for a movie.
And why did they go there? For Queens. Movie's
That's right.
great.
Oh man, then we had Die Hard versus the Never Ending Story, which Die Hard moved on.
Of course.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here with
And
that.
then now we're in the I was surprised Never Ending Story made it that far. Now we're in round 3 right now, where we have Back to the Future versus Predator. I believe Back to the Future 1.
Yeah, Back to the Future 1 or is winning.
That one. Then we had Terminator versus the Goonies.
There you go.
And then Goonies got a limit. No, did Goonies win that one?
Oh yeah, Goonies had to have won that one.
No.
There's no way.
Terminator's winning.
There's
Terminator's winning? Oh,
definitely no way people are
Not
voting.
20, 21, 22. There's 22, and Goonies is like 13.
Oh wow.
Did I post the Coming to America versus Scarface? I believe.
Yeah, you did, and I
close.
voted, but I didn't even realize. Coming to America is winning by 1.
By 1 right now.
Come on, people, get it done.
And then next up is going to be Ghostbusters versus Die Hard tomorrow morning, which we have.
Oh, that's going to be so difficult.
I think Ghostbusters wins this one.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's close. It's going to be close.
I don't know.
And then, so who do you guys think overall is going to win between these at the moment? So right now it looks like Coming to America might be moving on versus Back to the Future. And then we're probably going to get Terminator versus, I'm assuming, Ghostbusters. So if you had to guess between Back to the Future
and
Coming to America.
All right. So originally I think I said Back to the Future versus Goonies in the finals, right, E?
Yeah. It looks like Goonies is getting eliminated.
No,
so
that's
I'm going to say it's going to be Back to the Future and Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with that. Now, I thought Scarface was going to go against Back to the Future, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen, which I'm shocked. But
Mo told me he dropped Scarface in there because he's like, who's going to pick anything over Scarface? Sorry, Mo.
You're Coming to America, apparently.
Yeah.
No, but I thought it was going to be, it's definitely going to be Back to the Future and Ghostbusters. But I thought Scarface had a chance, unfortunately, but good, it's dead.
Yeah, that should be a good matchup, though, because I still also think it's going to be Ghostbusters versus Back to the Future. That should be a good matchup right there, though, because everyone loves Ghostbusters. Everyone loves fucking Back to the Future, man.
Some of these, though, got a lot of people voting, so I can't imagine that one won't be one of them that we're just going to get everyone to vote.
Yeah, I love it when we see more than like 10 people fucking voting on shit, man. That's why I have to keep it in the movie realm, because I realize a lot of people love to vote on movies, because we have a lot of people in our group that love movies more than they seem to love video games and shit.
Yeah, well, yeah. Hey, so let me ask you a question.
I ain't mad at him.
Yeah.
Dre, let me ask you a question. So what do you have any other ideas of what the next tournament's going to be?
Well, I want to give something for our anime people. I was thinking anime characters was one, even though I know that's something you guys wouldn't be into. But I was thinking we have to do one for the people that are there for the anime. We have to give them best anime characters. And I will exclude One Punch Man, because we're not going to have One Punch Man in there who just beats everybody in one punch.
So you want to go back to seeing like 10 people voting?
Yeah, no, it'll just be it's an idea. But I also we got a good idea from Mitch to put the best horror movies.
Okay, wait, hold on. Now, did he say horror movies or did he say horror characters, like icons?
I think he said horror characters.
Yeah, he said horror characters.
I would probably go horror movies, unless you guys feel that horror characters would.
No, I would agree with movies.
But I think horror movies, because I'm not gonna separate it by year. It'll just be like, what do you think the best horror movies are of all time?
Yeah, okay.
I call The Conjuring. I would say that's one of the fucking best. The Conjuring first one.
You do not put down it.
Well, technically not really a movie, but unless you're talking about the remake. Hey, Dre, so I mentioned this a few times. I mentioned this on the pod that you didn't listen to, but I mentioned that we should do best TV shows of all time.
Oh yes, you did. You actually. This guy at the bar brought that up to me too. This guy who
I've said it too
at the bar. Yeah, he
it's on. It's recorded.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, all right. So next we'll do best TV shows, And then we'll do best horror movies, Mitch.
All right.
Master Race, man.
Oh, hey. Well, speaking of which, though, Michael and I mentioned this. Should we separate the
Genres?
TV shows? Well, I was just going to say
Years,
sitcoms
80s,
and
90s.
dramas.
Oh yeah.
No.
Would be good. Sitcoms would be good.
Sitcoms and then
start with
dramas.
With sitcoms, does that include adult animation?
Yeah, I would include anything.
Yeah, any type of sitcom, any type.
Rick and Morty, The Simpsons, whatever.
South
But
Park.
you should do drama also, because people are going to pick, like good shows like Breaking Bad, and then other shows like The Sopranos.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Might as well throw that in there.
Yeah, all that's covered. We'll definitely do that. Oh yeah, if you're a Patreon, you get double the vote. So you get to put 2 movies or whatever it is, 2 entries in. Because this is for Amazon gift cards. Sometimes this will be for free video games. Sometimes this will be for movie tickets when movie theaters open up. I am willing to just give out lots and lots of shit for you guys to participate. And if you're a Patreon, you do get double the vote. So right now, Dan, it looks like you're gonna get 2 entries to everything until we get more people.
That's well deserved. Who dat? Deadhead.
Yep. Who dat? But all right, so let's go on now that we went over that. So TV and movie stuff. Let's get into the news first before we go into our TV shows. Constantine live action movie reportedly in the work from J.J. Abrams. A man likes to come in and fuck everything up. So what do you guys think about that?
I want to see what they can do.
Listen.
I like the one with Keanu quite a bit.
Yes, I want Keanu back as Constantine.
No.
If we could get the guy from Legends of Tomorrow back to get in it, I want him before Keanu. But if we can't get him because of licensing, then I want Keanu back.
Can we get Tilda?
Wait, what licensing?
No, I'm just saying, like, if CW has some type of contract and he can't be brought
people want Matt Ryan. People would want Matt Ryan.
Yeah,
I would want Matt Ryan, definitely. It's just, I don't know. If I would react to this news if I could. If I could spin my head around and do projectile vomiting, I would. But I can't.
Is it J.J. Abrams that's bothering you?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I thought so.
I like the Constantine movie, but that's not Constantine. That's just not. Hey, did you guys know that in England, where he was pretty much created, it's actually pronounced Constantine.
Oh yeah, so
makes sense.
I think some documentary I was fucking.
How do you say the city? It's Constantinople or
Constantinople?
Constantinople.
I mean that one? Constantinople.
Pull.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't like J.J. Abrams. Stop fucking with my
Star Trek
things I like. Everything. Star Wars, Star Trek, Spider-Man. Stop dicking around.
That man is everywhere, man,
and nobody wants him anywhere. That's the thing. Nobody wants him.
Think about him because he. Oh no, it wasn't J.J. Abrams created Lost, right?
No. I mean, he not real. I mean, he did. He created it, but he didn't really write it or anything.
Yeah. That's why I think he became so big because of what Lost.
No, Alias.
What was your tag for that during your potty? It was J.J. Abrams quit fucking with my childhood or quit fucking up my childhood.
Stop fucking up my childhood. Yeah, that was it. He did Felicity, which I know Andre watched every episode.
No.
And he did Alias, which all the fanboys loved watching that movie, that show, if you know what I mean. And then he did Lost. But he doesn't really do... I mean, that's the thing is he puts his name on it, but everyone thinks that he has so much to do with it. But he really doesn't have... I don't think he had that much to do with Lost. Except saying, like creative, what goes and what stays. But he didn't write too many of the episodes.
Whatever happened to my man Eric Kripke from Heroes, man? Like, what happened to that motherfucker? Like, why don't we see him for the... you can watch season 1 and 2 of Heroes hundreds of times.
It's good.
And it will never get old. Whatever happened to that man? Why isn't he making TV? Or if he is, what is he making right now? Because I don't know. I really don't know.
Did he have anything to do with the last Heroes that crashed and burned?
I don't know. I
Crashed
just know
and
that
burned.
it crashed because of the writer's strike. You know, we had that writer's strike.
No, it came back again. It came back a few
Well,
years
that
ago.
I don't know if he was part of it. I never looked at who made that one, but that was just a closure for me. Like, just give me closure. You know, I remember when it was supposed to be a movie, and then they decided to just make it another fucking season. But season 1 and 2 of Heroes is one of the best things to ever happen to television. Like, I watched Heroes so many fucking times when it was on Netflix. I don't know if it's still on Netflix now. I have the DVDs on Blu-ray. Well, I have the Blu-rays. I should say. I was about to say oxymoron. I got the DVDs on Blu-ray, but I have the Blu-rays of all the Heroes seasons because I loved Heroes so much, you know. But I just want to know what happened to that guy who created Heroes because I don't hear nothing about him anymore. He should be making movies, most definitely. In other news, though, shocking news, had the comments going off with a lot of bigotry and racist and shit like that. Of course, what that was gonna
With
happen.
Batgirl?
Yes, exactly. So, Javicia Leslie casted as the new Batwoman. I put this down as our Captain Canon topic because we know that she isn't part of the comics at all. The traits they put out for her, that she's of course bisexual because they said they were going to continue with that. Her alter ego, her real name is going to be Ryan Wilder in the show. She was a former drug runner before she becomes Batwoman. She's athletic, raw, and passionate, as they say. And I just wanted to ask you guys if you feel like they went the right way with this casting.
Sure.
What about you, Mike?
I haven't watched Batwoman at all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you never watched.
Yeah.
But Pete, you didn't feel some type of way that they didn't stick to anything in the lore? Like they just
Yeah,
decided
no,
to-
I mean that did bother me when they first mentioned it, but who they casted, it seems like a good fit. It's just I don't understand why they just didn't either use a character that was already in the show, or just take another
Yeah.
character from the books,
It's going to be interesting to see how they introduce
or
her.
recast her. I thought they were really going to recast her.
Just keep
Yeah,
the same character.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said that she's gonna be still in the universe. She's just gonna be gone. So I'm guessing there's gonna be an episode with Ruby Rose handing over the mantle to this girl. I'm assuming.
I don't even know if I'm going to get that.
Because
Yeah, I don't think you can. She's in Australia. It's gonna be hard to get her.
Yeah.
they could have recorded it already. They could have done it already. Like
I don't
maybe she
think
made a
they
deal with
wouldn't
them.
do.
Like I'll do one episode to cross over into our new character, and then.
But they're not recording anything because of the coronavirus. So
Or flying.
We got time. We have time.
yeah, those shows aren't coming back until January of 21-21.
Yeah, so we definitely have time. We have time. So other than that, let's get into Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol.
What y'all want to talk about first, Stargirl or Doom Patrol?
Doesn't matter. Dealer's choice.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go Stargirl first. So we got the episode called Shiv Part 2.
Hey, wait. Can we talk about the big news with Stargirl or no?
Oh yeah.
You take lead on that shit.
All right, so there, I'm quoting a Variety article. Stargirl got renewed for season 2, but it's moving from the CW. Moving to the CW from the DC universe. So it got renewed, but the digital platform will be exclusive in-season home of the series starting with the second season. So the season 2 will not stream on DC Universe. So what do you guys think of that? Do you think the production is then going to switch over to completely CW?
Yes.
And then when are we going to stop watching the show then after that?
When it
I'll never
becomes
stop
straight up
watching
CW.
As crossovers are gonna happen, I'll keep watching because I like to know what's happening. Even though maybe if it gets boring, I'll start doing what I did to Batwoman and fast forwarding until a fucking fighting scene.
Something good happens.
You know.
Yeah, but you could have stayed on DC Unlimited or
like
whatever.
Doom Patrol right now. We just get the episodes earlier than.
But dude, that means that Doom Patrol and Titans are probably on their way out.
Maybe.
But I think they're just under the veil of Max though.
But you know what the thing is, though?
Yeah, but that
Titans and
means
Doom Patrol, they have rated R material, which Stargirl doesn't have.
Man, they could if they just kicked it up a couple notches. It could be R easy.
But but they don't want to do that. Stargirl's more for
Well, it's
you know,
they're
wider
teenagers.
audiences.
Teenagers in high school, and teenagers in high school don't curse.
But what it
I just mean the gore and the.
But does this mean that the DC universe is over?
I don't.
Yeah,
think
it's
so.
coming to an end.
They
You don't
better
think it's
get their
over?
money back.
I think it's coming to an end.
I don't think it's coming to an end. They still
They've had good shows that should have saved it and didn't.
Yo.
Quinn is still good. Like they still got that. I think Doom Patrol will not go exclusive to HBO Max.
I think it's coming.
Yeah, it's gonna go HBO Max.
It's going HBO Max.
I think
Dude,
Titans
this
not gonna go exclusive either. I
the
don't think
moment
both. That one will too.
when it was announced that Doom Patrol and Titans were going to go on HBO Max as well, and then Stargirl was also going to go on CW, people already called it that the app was dead.
because I think HBO Max is gonna fail.
Nah,
I think
HBO.
I think it's gonna. Well, they have the money to keep funneling into it. Yeah, they can make it last as long as they want it to. But if they don't get what they want from it, if that fucking Justice League Snyder's cut is a flop and people start bitching and shit about it and nobody watches it, they're gonna
watch it. People,
but it's gonna be a flop and people are going to bitch about it. That's a given.
But they are gonna watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I think it's gonna be a flop, but I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah,
what do you guys? We never talked about why. Do you guys know, or do you think why CW is going to show Swamp Thing?
Because there's a lot of people that don't have DC Universe.
Yeah, but that show came on DC Universe a while ago, and
I know.
I don't think that mattered.
I think.
Fire Stick too.
What you think? You think CW is just going to show that one season?
They are showing that one season.
Okay, but definitely no more.
I don't think there's any word.
Yeah, the show's dead. I mean,
they might go by ratings, and if the ratings.
No, I don't. I think you also have to remember that in Hollywood, money is very important. So they put a lot of money into that, and almost no one saw it. So they're going to put it on TV where they can make a little bit of their money back.
That would be like
the only reason why they're doing it.
That'd be like if DC resurrected Luke Cage and Iron Fist and
but it's different because
Daredevil.
I think making Swamp Thing cost them a lot, and I think that's one of the reasons why they canceled it in the first place. And then no one got to see it, so now they're going to put it on something on the soapbox. They're going to put it on something that they know.
It was a great show. I just think it was cut so long ago that cast is. People are going to be signed up to other projects, and they're not going to put that show back together.
Season 2, I'm telling you, it's only to save, to make money back, recoup. That's the only reason why they're doing this, because recoup.
R.I.P. Swamp Thing.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so I think it's on its way. I think DC.
I agree.
On its way. All right. Sorry. Keep going.
No. Mike,
Stargirl.
Did you watch the latest Stargirl episode?
I've watched the last 2, and I loved them both. Cindy is fucking wild.
She's badass, man. Fucking girl's badass, man. She's like going up in the fucking house and everything, being all nice and shit too. And I'm like, yeah, I know who the fuck you are. It was funny because last week we were talking about how the fuck doesn't she know that's her and that blonde
That was
hair.
a great scene.
That was a great scene.
Blonde hair and everything. I'm like, how the fuck don't you know that's Stargirl? Like, who the fuck Stargirl is?
Yeah, because the hair, man. Like he kept saying, like, how do you not recognize her with the hair?
And she's 5'2".
One thing, since we were just talking about CW, there was a scene in that episode where Pat's in Cindy's house, and her stepmom hasn't had dick in a long time, and she's trying to hit on Pat.
Maybe ever.
Like, oh, I like what's down there, and that's it. That won't be on CW. Like, if CW takes over production, shit like those type of scenes will not be on CW. Because CW, no one has sex. in superhero shows. All they do is have babies, but they don't have sex. So that would be something to look out for. And those fighting scenes, like what we had, we didn't get a fighting scene in that episode, did we? I'm trying to
Yeah, in their bedroom. They got it on in her bedroom.
That was great.
And in the street, and when fucking
Brainwave Jr.
Yeah, when he came out, he blew them both away.
Yeah. He finally realized. So the only thing we have to see though is whether he's going to go on the good side first, or
I think it's bad.
I think he's going good.
I said good though. Originally, I said good, but I think it's going to be bad.
Originally, I said bad, and I think he's going to be the only one from the villain's kids that goes good.
No, Icicle Jr. Icicle.
But like you said 2 episodes ago, and now it's even further along, Eve, we haven't seen shit out of that kid.
Well, he did show up. He wanted to ask her to the dance, which I don't know what the hell happened with that. But that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think he's gonna go bad first because he's gonna find out Stargirl. Cindy's gonna tell him Stargirl's the one that put your dad in the coma, and he's gonna be hell bent on
revenge. Yeah.
Maybe not. He didn't like his dad that much, it seemed.
Well, he's in the
but he's there every day.
He is.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty much a good setup right there for what's coming next.
Captain Cannon.
Yo.
Cindy's dad. That's Cobra, right?
Dragon King.
Dragon King. Okay. Why doesn't she want him to take off his mask? Just because he's scary, or is there a power that he has?
I think there's well, if you notice his eyes.
Yeah, can he petrify her or something like that?
He blinks like a
lizard.
A snake. Yeah. So he probably looks like a snake. His appearance is probably horrifying.
But is that the only reason that she?
No,
you don't want me to take off my hood, do you? Like, is there a power that he has, like Medusa or some shit?
No, I don't think that's his power because that's kind of not in the books. His whole look under a hood thing. So that's probably just like maybe a Medusa thing or a horrifying look, terrifying to look at. Yeah, that's probably just it.
Yeah, I was like, well, what happens when you take off your hood? Like, we know you're a lizard-looking motherfucker, but what? Yeah. What's gonna happen?
Well, I'm sure we'll see.
What do you think they're gonna do with her?
I don't know. I mean, I think at the end,
when his minions come and drag her off into the sewer, what do you think happens? She's just grounded.
Yeah, I think at the end of the series, the season, the kids are gonna, take over for most of the Injustice Society characters.
Oh, you think so? They're gonna take over?
Yeah. Not all of them, but maybe they'll integrate between the kids and the adults. But
is there a chance that she goes good?
No.
No.
I think she's done.
Who are you guys talking about? Cindy?
Shiv.
Yeah.
Shiv.
Yeah.
She doesn't know how to be good. I think that's the whole point.
She wants a friend.
Yeah, but I don't think she knows how to maintain one.
She's an ass.
She's badass.
All right, Doom Patrol. Now, me and Eve watched the last episode. I know Mike.
Oh yeah,
the last one.
What'd you think? Just what?
Hey.
No, good. Hey. No. Just.
Yeah, you elected not to watch the episode before the pod.
It came on this morning. Come on, I had to work a 10-hour day. Came home, made dinner, and now I'm here. And then I'm watching it when I get off. Come on.
You could have watched it with your son.
I could have.
Just hear Cliff say "fuck."
Hey.
Yo. I'll say one thing. Let me just say one thing. It's not going to spoil the episode. I promise.
Thank you.
There is a sequence, almost like a daydream sequence, where it's a mixture of 70s cop shows and blaxploitation movies.
Yo,
and
you would love that scene.
It's with Cliff and Vic, and it's fucking awesome. It is so awesome.
All right, so last episode that we had, you had watched any of them, right?
Correct.
All right, so now you're caught up. You're past me, actually.
Caught up.
Yeah. So the last episode I watched was the party for Danny.
Sex party.
Yeah.
How evil do you think that little girl's gonna get?
Evil.
Yeah,
Uh,
we saw a preview of that in this latest.
Yeah.
Hey.
Like, yeah, I'm just letting you know, man. You knew we was gonna talk about this. Like,
Man.
but
no,
I'll
it
get
was
ready.
it was a good episode, Mike.
Yeah,
But
What did you think
honestly,
about
at
the
the end,
sex men?
yeah, that's
yeah, that was great. Yeah,
That was hilarious.
Rita,
it
fucking
just seems like every episode there's some weird
shit.
character who like shows up.
I love Doom Patrol because it is the most unpredictable.
Yeah, you have no clue what's gonna
superhero
happen,
show
ever.
No idea what's gonna happen from episode to episode. No
Right.
idea. No
It's
idea.
eccentric. It's eccentric.
Yeah.
The
That's what gives
sex
it
men.
gold, man. That's why it's fucking gold. I love Doom Patrol for that. Like every week I look at it like Stargirl, I can see the name and I know what's about to happen, probably gonna focus on or happen in this episode. Doom Patrol, you see the name like Sex Patrol. And I'm just like, okay, this is gonna be some crazy shit about to go on. Then at the end of it, you got Rita's clit being used to open up fucking portals and shit. And I'm just like, only Doom Patrol could get away with this. You know, only Patrol could get away with shit like that. But I love the show. I like where the story's going. The season finale is definitely going to be a fight between good and evil when it comes to a certain character. I already see that coming, you know, of course. Well, even though that's a regular trope, but Doom Patrol is going to take it to another level that we weren't expecting it to take.
Hey, I want to mention one thing. So, Mike, last week you mentioned that Larry, you were kind of annoyed at Larry's storyline, that he's just always like, woe is me kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is they're all like that, except for Rita. Rita and wants to change, and Vic obviously wants to change, but everyone else is just. Cliff has gotten so fucking annoying.
I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, he's hilariously annoying.
Did you
he's been bitching too much.
You did watch the first season of Titans, righty?
Yes.
So you know when we saw all these characters that aren't these actors in Titans, but that version of Negative Man,
different. Mm-hmm.
He was excited. He was
different. Mm-hmm.
Using martial arts to cook and make pancakes and shit. Like he was alive.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy, man.
Yeah, but there's a reason for that, my friend. Is one, they had no idea what the Doom Patrol TV show was going to be. So they changed almost every character that we saw in Titans. And two, that's a different Earth.
That explains a lot that I don't understand.
Yeah. So when Crisis happened, I think they split Titans Earth and Doom Patrol's Earth.
Yeah.
So
they did.
So that's, I mean, because I'll be honest with you, when I first watched Doom Patrol, after watching Titans, I was like, this isn't the same group of people that they introduced in Titans. The fucking Chief in the Titans episode is like a villain. I mean, he's a bad guy in this, I get it, but he still has a humanity side to him, or human side to him. The Chief in the Titans episode was like overbearing and like controlling, and he was a real fucking asshole. So like all those characters are so different. But I do agree with you that the Negative Man in that was a little bit easier to swallow, no pun intended, than the one that we have now. But Cliff is just like, blah, blah. He's just fucking annoying, though.
I just like him because everybody he's just like, what the fuck? Like, the fuck?
Yeah, he curses a lot.
I think I just like Brendan Fraser, like, being relevant again.
Exactly.
Have you seen what he looks like every time they do flashbacks? He looks like a mummy. He looks like a mummy.
It looks like the guy that ate a mummy.
Yeah, it's terrible. And a bunch of Twinkies along with it.
He's just like, all I get is CGI roles now, so it's not like I gotta fucking take care of my body.
It's not even CGI. It's just a guy in a costume, and he's behind the curtain like the Wizard of Oz, talking in the microphone.
And then, all right, so Doom Patrol's getting interesting. I guess by next week, Mike will be caught up with us for the next episode of Gamerish. Did you guys get a chance to watch the latest Umbrella Academy?
No. I did. I watched the Boys though earlier in the show.
And what you thought about the Boys?
I hated the end of the first season, so I'll probably watch the first episode, and then we'll see from there.
Why did you hate the last episode? It was a big twist.
So it's nothing connected to the comic.
Yeah.
I hated the whole wife was alive thing because it completely like changes what's his name's like whole reason for being. Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg should leave my childhood alone also because they keep sticking their fucking circumcised penises inside of it and they gotta fucking stop. So yeah, they ruined Preacher and they're ruining the boys and that's it. But I will try. We'll try the first episode. I will. And then probably not watch anything else.
All right. What I wanted to do to close out the show, I wanted to go over the NPDs. I tried to see if June's NPDs were out yet, but it's just April's. I wasn't sure if we went over April's NPDs before the last time when Mike was cheating. Was that for May's or was that April's NPDs you cheated on?
That was May's. I think we skipped April's completely.
Skip April?
Or it was April's. We skipped May's completely. Wasn't there one out recently that had Tlu and Tlu remastered on it? Like Tlu remastered was number 6 and Tlu 2 was number 1. I thought there was one just done recently.
So, all right, I got down for May's NPDs. I realized May's Zone only came out on the 12th of June. So I don't know if we did it or not. What are you typing up, E?
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna see if the most recent one was out.
No. It's Facebook.
I checked for June already, and I didn't see anything for June as of yet. So I was gonna go over May Zone, and see whoever got the most right. We'll just close out the show, But I thought D would be in the show with us, but D is missing for this show, But can you guys think of anything? All right, let's go over what you guys think the top 5 games of May was. Top 5 selling games.
Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto is number 2.
Warzone.
Number 1.
What month is this? May?
May, yep.
Animal Crossing.
That's number 3.
All right, hold on. Let me think here. Final Fantasy.
Nope. Not even in the top 10. Oh no, it is. It's number 8, but it was number 1 in April, but it went to number 8 in May.
The mighty how they fall.
This is a stab in the dark. The Resident Evil 3.
Resident Evil 3 is not in the top 10 of May.
Damn.
2K.
Oh, yep, 2K number 4. One more left.
Sorry, this is May again?
Yep.
MLB.
Nope, MLB didn't make the top 10 in May.
FIFA.
FIFA, not even in the top 10. Guys need a clue?
I have no idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fighting game.
Mortal Kombat.
All right, since you both said at the same time, we need a tiebreaker. So whoever gets any other game in the top 10 wins. So let's start launching them.
Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, there you go. Red Dead Redemption 2, number 6. And then we had Minecraft at number 7. God damn, Minecraft's still
Jesus, what's that, since 2011?
Yep. Assassin's Creed Odyssey at number 9 and Fallen Order at number 10.
Oh, yeah, May the 4th. I forgot about that one. Fallen Order would definitely be in there.
Yep. So, Mike, you get to close us out.
Big
Final
surprise.
word.
That was the, okay.
Yep.
I wasn't ready. All right.
Promote any pod that you want to promote.
Yeah, guys, listen to the Nick and the Hick. Also, Nick and the Hick, if you look at the links below, you can check out a book that a coveted member and leader of the Gamerish Network, he wrote a book. And you should check that shit out. So, Patreon, please. Please, please help us help you. Quote of the day. I don't know. Life's a garden. Dig it. I've said that one before, but I said it wrong the first time.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Anything else you gotta say? All right, guys. Well, once again, thanks for joining us. We hope to keep getting you guys support. Hope you enjoyed. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe and hit that little bell so you get notifications whenever we're streaming or going online or live and doing all our shows. Watching on Twitch or Discord, please like, follow Spotify, iTunes. Keep in touch with us. You know, hit us up if you have any questions. Gamerish537@gmail.com. If you have any questions you want us to feature in the show, of course, if you're a Patreon member, your question will be featured in the show. No ifs, ands, or buts. And it won't just be featured in our show, it'll be featured in whatever podcast you want it to be featured in. Nick and the Hick, A Drink of the Game, The Gaming Addict, or the Gamerish podcast, any of the shows, and whatever show we may come up with in the future. So once again, we hope to get your continued support. Good night or good day, or whatever time you're listening to us. Peace out. Thanks for watching.